Strap on your apron and get ready to cook for your honey. Tributary Senior Sous Chef Joseph Martinez is showing us how to make lobster tortelletti. All right, welcome, Chef.
Welcome.
Now, first thing I've got to ask you is, what is the difference between tortelletti and tortellini?
So tortelletti is kind of a hybrid shape between a cappelletti and a tortellini that we're used to seeing in the stores and at restaurants. So it's essentially a folded shape. But instead of having the round edge that a tortellini will have, it's pointed on both ends.
Ah, okay, all right, so that's a tortelletti. Now you know. See, that's why you watch Great Day SA, to find stuff like that out. All right.
Absolutely.
What's the first thing we want to do?
So the first thing we want to do is get the pasta cooking in the water. This is fresh pasta, and you can easily find this at Central Market or at H-E-B's. But basically with fresh pasta, you want to make sure that you're cooking it pretty quickly because it only has a small cook time, so about 4 to 5 minutes.
4 to 5 minutes,
yes.
And that's it?
That's it. Versus dried pasta, which essentially will take anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes depending on the shape.
Okay, well, no wonder mine's like rubber. I cook it too long.
There you go. Yeah, you don't want that.
Okay, so then we got that cooking.
All right.
And then we put some butter.
We're gonna get some butter in there.
What kind of butter is this?
So this is a European butter, but any other butter would be perfectly fine. What we want to do is just kind of get this really nice and melted.
Yeah. So you just want a premium butter then?
Yes, sir.
Because that way it'll taste better.
Yep. And then we're just gonna go ahead and add our lobster tails. You want to keep lobster, it's very, very important. You don't cook it at a very, very high heat because then the lobster itself will turn rubbery. So you kind of just want to softly cook the lobster.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah, rubber is not good in food.
No, no, it is not. Okay, so you got the lobster, you got that cooking in the butter. Boy, that already smells wonderful. Can folks they make this at home?
They absolutely can. So a lot of H-E-B's and a lot of different stores will have lobster available, will have pasta available. And then those of you who are adventurous can easily make your own pasta at home. The filling for the lobster tortellettis, if you were brave enough, it is simply just minced lobster that's been cooked off with a little bit of mascarpone cheese, which is almost like an Italian cream cheese.
Now, can you substitute any tomato, or does it have to be these cherry tomatoes?
You can substitute any tomato.
Maybe like an heirloom or
yeah,
something
absolutely.
like that?
I'd like the cherry tomatoes because one, they're readily available pretty much everywhere, which is great for the viewers. But also, it's very, very good for just the plate up itself. So there's not too many large chunks going around.
Okay, so you got that cooking. Boy, it sounds good, smells good. Then what do we do?
All right, so if you want to start getting those greens right there, and mix it in this white bowl right here. Or
right here? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and mix it in with this.
What is this?
So those are micro pea tendrils.
Micro pea tendrils.
So think of like all the flavors of peas, but in like the green.
Okay. And all this time I thought it was like, what do they call those? Well, anyway. Okay, so what do we do now?
All right, so
that's ready.
This is almost ready. Yeah. So if you want to go ahead and just mix the citrus vinaigrette here.
Okay. Put this in here?
Yep. Mix it in there, and then kind of mix it like a salad. So that's going to be our little herb and citrus notes for the dish. So in here, if you want to go ahead and toss it real quick.
Oh, okay.
And then so in here, I have a white wine butter sauce that I made ahead of time. I'm going to go ahead and add our pasta.
Boy, Chef, that is good.
Yep. And so you always want to add citrus to your pasta dishes, or mostly dishes anyways, because you want to break up some of the flavors. So the filling is a little bit heavy, right? So we got cheese, we got lobster, we got butter.
So you were saying you got that heavy cream, but you add some kind of citrus and that kind of...
It'll balance it out.
Balances it out.
The acid will help break up some of the fat, especially while you're eating it.
Yeah.
And then if we're going to go ahead, let's start plating.
Okay, let's do that. And the spring menu. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So Tributary is launching a new spring menu in the next coming months. We're still in the R&D phase. However,
that's research and development.
Yep. And a lot of that research is essentially asking all the local purveyors what's available throughout the spring and the summertime, because we want to try to use the freshest produce possible. So we're trying to get as much as we can in season, and we're going around asking local farmers, purveyors, basically what they have available to us that we can get at all times for the next few months while this menu is rolling out.
Well, Chef, I'm going to tell you, that looks absolutely beautiful. Love that. Can I taste it?
Absolutely.
By the way, this is one heck of a knife.
All right, so let's go ahead and get the sauce. Now we need your final salad bit.
This right here?
Yes, sir.
All right, how can they find out more, Chef?
TributarySA.com, and then we also like to do a lot of...
He's like, you know what, Paul, you're not much of a chef. Yeah, there we go.
This is a dish that's featured on our Valentine's Day menu. We do like to do a lot of different holiday events. So we also have events on Eventbrite that you can easily find us in Tributary. So we have an extravagant Mother's Day brunch, Easter brunch, and of course our Valentine's Day is on there as well.
Okay, all right, well, I am gonna dig into this. This looks absolutely wonderful, smells wonderful. Thank you, Chef, for being with us.
Yes, sir, thank you.
All right, coming up, a new focus on